Hey, good morning to everybody. Daryl P here, aka Artist in Recovery, and I turned on my YouTube channel at 2:30 this morning, about an hour ago, and I did it. I hit 1 million total views. I did a video talking about this yesterday. In celebration of this, I was thinking back. I've done well over 3,000 total videos in the last 6 years. I've probably been making videos for 10 years, but the 5 or 6 years my channel's been monetized. I think I've done about over 3,000 videos. And I was thinking back to some of the most memorable or terrifying videos that I've ever done. And I came up with three that are definitely the top three most memorable, terrifying, bizarre videos I've ever done. And I put one on the thumbnail for this video. And there's two more I'm going to talk about. And I'm including one. It's going to be linked to this. It's going to be at the end of this video, so you get to watch it. And the other two will be on the video description. The link will be right down. Just go to the video description. All three will be down in the video description. But one of them is going to be at the end of this video. Okay, so let me talk about them really quick. The first one is let's talk about BEAU of the fifth column. Now, I talked about this in yesterday's video. This is where I first discovered BEAU of the fifth column's channel. And I actually made a video like within minutes of watching my first video. And it was good because it was genuinely heartfelt. It was just straight from the heart. I said I was wrong. I said I was about to stereotype this guy. I'm not a I'm an anti-Trumper. I'm a Trump basher. I'm a Trump hater. And I see this please don't take offense, but I see this hillbilly looking guy on my YouTube channel, and so I started getting a bad feeling in my stomach, right? And my fingers poised over the comment button. I got it all ready to go. I'm ready to start writing angry stuff, and I start listening to BEAU, and I'm like, holy shit, this guy is unbelievable. And it changed the way I thought. It really did. I was, up to that point, I had been stereotyping people. And I was wrong. I was completely wrong. BEAU really changed the way I thought about politics, about the left and the right, and about stereotyping. He really, and he's done so much for me. It built the whole foundation to this channel, because that video went on to it's got almost 170,000 views at this point. It's got 11,000 likes, over 11,000 likes, and it's got over 3,000 comments. So the link will be right down below to that. Like I said, it was good because it was just straight from the heart. It was just a heartfelt video. Okay, the second one. Now this one was scary. Okay, so this was in about 2 weeks after the 2020 election. I just walked out of the library in my small little town of Thomaston, Connecticut. Okay, I was by myself. And I pulled out onto Main Street in my little Honda Fit, and I looked down the road to the green, and I see protesters out in the street waving signs. And I realize it's the start of the Stop the Steal rallies. When Trump said that the election was stolen from him. Now, this is about 3 weeks after the election, and I've already had it. Man, I have just had it with this nonsense. That the election was stolen and all this other stuff. So I just got started getting so angry. I'm not going to. I can't take this. So now this wasn't very smart. I drove down to the green. It was right down about a half mile from where I was. I drove my little car down there, and it was just starting. It was about 12 noon, and everybody was just packed. There was a good 100 people on the green, and I parked my car on the side of the road, right next to the green. I got out, and the national anthem was just about to start playing. I actually made 2 or 3 videos. One, I was going to start talking. I was going to start trying to ask these people, what are you thinking? You actually believe that this election was stolen? You actually believe, now I see the depths that Trump supporters go to, so it doesn't surprise me. But then they said, start getting ready for the national anthem. So I was like, okay, this is right after Colin Kaepernick and all that. I'm a huge fan of Colin Kaepernick. By the way, I shared this video onto Twitter to Colin Kaepernick's Twitter account, and it got like he retweeted it, And Colin Kaepernick retweeted my video, and he got about 3,000 views in about 30 seconds. It was the most views I ever got on Twitter ever. Okay, so the national anthem starts playing, and I take a knee, and people start screaming at me right away, and you could hear it. I just watched the video again this morning, and it gives me chills because they're yelling, "Look at this guy! Get him! Stand up!" And they start all walking towards me. So I'm there all by myself, 100 pissed off, angry, delusional Trump supporters thinking that the election was stolen from them. So I just sit there. And you can see, because this is back during the pandemic, at the start of the pandemic, or in the middle of the pandemic. And I'm wearing my mask, and you can see my breathing speeding up, because I'm getting ready. It's like, okay, this is it. This is having the courage of my convictions, man. If I got to fight, I got to fight. And they surround me, I guess, so people can't see me. They're trying to block my point of view, they're trying to block my free speech. And this one guy gets behind me, and I had no idea what he was doing. I had no idea until after I got home and looked at the video. But I thought to myself, what a sackless piece of shit this guy was. Because he sneaks around and gets behind me. I never found out who this guy was. It's a small town. I could find out if I wanted to, but why waste my time? He gets behind me, and you'll watch the video, and the link's right down below. I'll label it so you guys can watch it. It's short, and he starts getting his balls up, and at the end of the video, he starts giving me the middle finger to the back of my head where I can't see it. It's for nobody. Well, I guess just he thought my camera could see it. So I'd see it later, and he's giving me the middle finger. Then it gets closer and closer. Let me tell you, if I felt his hand touch the back of my head, all hell would have broken loose, because I was ready. I've been in well over 100 fights. I've been in fights with 7 guys. I've got my nose broke, my face broke, my orbital disc under my eye broke, my fingers. If he had just touched the back of my head, all hell would have just broken loose at that point. So this sackless wonder gives me the middle finger while I'm not looking to the back of my head. I got up after it ended, and I didn't know what was going to happen. So I was like, okay, guys, I was like, thank you. I'll see you later, And that's when one of the protesters came over to me, and he said, "God bless you for having the courage to speak your mind." And he was a Trump supporter. I was blown away. I don't think you could hear it on the video, but I'm getting goosebumps right now. I was blown away by that. Once again, you can't stereotype everybody, because that surprised the hell out of me. Okay, now, the third video. I don't know what to say about this, because every time I watch it, I think to myself, this is what I really think when I watch this video. I'm thinking to myself, that didn't really happen. That could not have really happened. Am I dreaming? I start to ask myself, am I awake right now? Is this really happening? Am I really watching this video? Did this really happen to me? Is that really me? There's been a lot of things that have gone on in this apartment since, I hate to say this, and I don't even like to talk about it, because every single time I talk about this, every time I make a video about this, more things will happen. And you could believe this or not. You could call me a total phony, a fake. This is all I'm going to say. It happened. I heard a noise, and thank God I was out here starting to write some ideas for a video in the kitchen area by my desk. And I kept hearing noises, and I could tell the noises were right in the bedroom, and I didn't know if there was an animal in there or what, but it sounded like somebody hitting something. It sounded like somebody hitting, and I could swear I heard a few footsteps. So I start walking down this hall right here, and I thought the sounds came from the bathroom at first, and I turned into the bedroom. And I thought, out of the corner of my eye, I thought I saw the Bible. I told you guys, I've been in recovery for 18 or 19 years now. And I hold that Bible every morning. I'm not getting religious. I hold that Bible every morning when I say my prayers, every single morning. It's got a crucifix duct taped to the front of it that I had in my first communion when I was like 9 years old. You know, so it's a very special Bible to me. And it was still laying on the bed from when I got up that morning. And I thought I could have swore I saw it like move. So I turned the camera back. And I don't even want to say it, you know, because it sounds, watch the video. You know, if you want to believe it, believe it. If you don't. Here it is. I'll link it up right now and you can watch it. Oh, before I link up the video, let me say this. The thing that sucked about the taking the knee video, I thought, I was like, great, this is going to get a lot of views. But I got a copyright strike because the national anthem sung by Whitney Houston is playing in the background. And YouTube gave me a copyright infringement on it. I couldn't monetize it. That sucked. And it's only gotten like I think 800 or 900 views so far, which I thought this one was going to blow up. I had people commenting, telling me, "This is when your channel is going to make it big, Daryl. You know, this is going to go viral," and it didn't. And I got a copyright strike on it. But anyway, here's the Flying Bible video. All 3 links will be right down below in the video description. I got 1 million views. Yay. Yay, Daryl. Have a good Monday.
What the? Alright. I know I heard something in here. Let me look. I know I heard something. Over here. What the fuck? Ah! What the?